speaking about another white girl song, I saw I say article. I don't really know if it was an actual article, but I saw something about Miley Cyrus refusing to perform Party in the USA because she's like, it is not a party in the USA right now. And I'm like, that's kind of lame. She should perform it regardless, because that song's a banger for one. And then two, it kind of makes up for it being not so much of a party in the USA right now. Oh yeah, I wouldn't really call this a white girl song, but you know what? Band, I didn't actually listen to their music a lot, but like I like two of their songs, and I'll listen to them every so often. But it was like one of those things where, as a kid, I was, as a growing child that was a male, because I grew up in the early 2000s and 2010s. Like, if you were a guy, you liked anything Justin Bieber, Jonas Brothers, iCarly, Hannah Montana, like those shows, you were looked at down on, right? They were like, this is not good. You can't be watching this. That's a girl show. Whatever, man. iCarly, fucking Victorious was fucking awesome. Those shows were amazing. You know, which is really shitty, because even though the creator is a fucking creep, you know how to, like, if he actually wrote like the Drake and Josh show, iCarly, the Amanda show, and Victorious, and like a couple other shows, like I forgot his name. Like, it just sucks he ended up being a creep. And like, Zoe 101, like those shows were amazing. He knew, like, the writers and him knew what they were doing. It's just they ended up being weirdos, which sucks. Those are still great shows though. It's one of those things where you got to take him away from the his personality, and him away from the art that he made. But anyways, going back to what I was talking about, the Jonas Brothers. I really liked Year 3000 and like one other song that I remember very distinctly. I think it was a sequel movie, or it was just kind of like one of those like Disney Channel movies that got put on the Disney Channel, and they just happened to have a Jonas Brothers song. But I distinctly remember it being some dude who was from like Colorado or something, because he was a snowboarder, right? That was the whole thing. He was a snowboarder. And this sounds like the premise for the anime, like a Fitness Skate or whatever. That feels like a Fitness Skate kind of stole the idea. But he was like a snowboarder or whatever, and he like moved to Hawaii or some shit. And like I said, this is like one of those like directly to Disney Channel. It probably came out on DVD, but like was Disney Channel's like, oh, this is like just a, wait, hold on. Okay, half this, bam, no, bam, half this, half that, bam, 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 half this, half this. But there was like some music video that they did where it was a Jonas Brothers song, and I was like, this song's fucking fire. I don't know which one it was, but it was about some kid who went to Hawaii being a snowboarder, and then he was like a rock boarder. I don't know. It wasn't a longboard, but it was like an off-road skateboard meant for like dirt paths, and I don't even know what it was. It was kind of cool. I don't know if it's like, it's probably a real sport, but like kind of one of those like low-key ones. But yeah, used his snowboarding skills to learn how to ride that, and then whatever. And then they had like an epic Jonas Brothers song. I forgot what it was, but it was really good. I really liked it. But anyways, sidebar being over about me being an adult realizing that it was okay to like those technical girl shows back in the day, because fuck it, iCarly was funny as shit, and Zoe 101 was a good show. Drake and Josh was hilarious, even though nobody really considers Drake and Josh being a girl show, but like Zoe 101 probably was, because it's more about the girls. The Zoe, Britney Spears' little sister. But it was good. Couldn't tell you much about it though. The boarding school. This is wrong. How the hell? Oh, stairs. Double stairs. I see where I went wrong. But I can imagine me and Hap running through like Lethal Company, singing along to like Party in the USA or whatever, and just having a grand old time. It just sounds funny. Or singing whatever song I just heard. Call Me, maybe. That music video is weird, by the way. I know this is crazy, but Call Me, maybe. The music video is weird if you really think about it, because she's like there trying to seduce that guy, and he just ends up being gay. And it's like, what? What a weird twist of a music video. Instead of her kissing the guy, being like, oh, he called me, it was just like, she was like, oh yeah, let me seduce him washing my car. And then at the end he like goes and kisses a guy. It's like, oh, what a weird ending to a music video. What else can I talk about? What else can I talk about? Oh, I hear critics don't really like the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which sucks. I think me and my brother are gonna go see it. Because he wants to take his daughter, my niece, to go see it. It's a PG-13 movie, and she's like younger than 13. I'm not gonna give exact ages, but she's a weird kid. She's a weird kid, but she likes horror stuff, and so my brother has been slowly showing her the catalog of like okay movies, like nothing that would freak her out yet. And he hears this one's supposed to be a bit scarier than the first one. I enjoyed the first one for what it was. Honestly, I feel like if he made that movie rated R, the whole premise of sitting in a single security room could work. Like it could and couldn't, right? In personal opinion, I feel like if you had a side character that probably came in halfway through the shift to be like, oh yeah, man, I need you to watch my dog, and I just came to let you know because you're not answering your phone, and then he gets murdered. Oh man, that would be crazy. and then that's when the like movie kicks off, being like, this is real, by the way. But then it kind of, it would have to be more like, I feel like how you would be able to do it and get away with it, because clearly after the first night, their friend got murdered. Well, I feel like the first 2 nights, it would be okay to do like a slow start, being like, oh, the animatronics get a little quirky at night, and like maybe he watches the security camera, and like first night they don't do anything, second night he sees them like move, but then they're like back in their spot after a while, and he's like, whatever. And then like the third night, like a little like friend or whatever comes to his job, being like, oh yeah, but you, here's your lunch, I don't know, and then the friend dies, right? That'd be crazy. And then and it's like, well, how would night 4 and 5 go? Because it's 5 Nights at Freddy's. The manager kidnaps him, knocks him out, and traps him there. Or I guess William Afton keeps dragging him back and being like, now you gotta finish like the last 2 nights. I mean, it says 5 Nights at Freddy's, so it could be like night 1 they don't do anything, night 2 halfway through the night, night 3 it gets a little real but not too real, night 4 the friend dies, and then he's trapped there throughout the day, and then night 5 happens, and like I guess shit hits the fan more, but like he's trapped there all day or something, and he can't leave because after it gets real, I guess it's one of those things where maybe night 4 nothing happens. Oh, mess this up. And then night 5 it really happens. I don't know, I'm trying to think of like a way to make it work for it to be like, look, 5 nights. But of course it doesn't have to be. The whole point of 5 Nights at Freddy's, because the game is like whatever kind of about it, right? It's like, hey, stay for 5 nights, and the whole point is to beat 5 nights, and it progressively gets harder. But in horror movies, you kind of need something to make them stay or make them come back, and like having it to be like probably suspenseful for the first like 2 or 3 nights would make sense. But then it's like, how do you get the person to come stay the 5th night if the 4th night is when shit kicks the fan or hits the fan and shit gets real, and then they realize these are murderous animatronics. I'm curious how this movie is gonna go though. Solely for the fact of like the previews, this is a spoiler alert, I haven't seen the movie like I've been talking about, is like the movie shows him walking around like a carnival or something. So you just kind of question like, okay, clearly they're gonna be somewhere. But like, why are they out and about? Also, the timeline of like FNAF is freaking weird. Not as weird as Kingdom Hearts, but like it's pretty, it doesn't make sense because apparently those animatronics are supposed to be before 5 Nights at Freddy's 1, which was weird. Unless the timeline has changed for some odd reason. I haven't really watched any lore videos since MatPat retired. But supposedly, like, those fancy looking animatronics are supposed to be older than the original animatronics. And to be fair, the animatronics from the first movie, spoiler alert, it's not supposed to be like a rundown Freddy Fazbear. It's just supposed to be like normal for Freddy Fazbear. For that one's just like, hey, can you watch this thing? Also, like, isn't it kind of weird to think about? It's like, hey, you're going to be a security guard for a rundown, not operational pizzeria that has like kids pizzeria that has like animatronics, blah, blah, blah. And one of the things I always found weird is like they gave him a list of like chores to do. I don't know, for some people it's like, how is that weird? And it's like they're telling him to clean everything, but yet it's not operational. So it's like, what's the point of him cleaning this place up? Like, I'm not wrong, right? I think that was like part of his duties, where it's like, hey, go clean. And it's like, why would you make him clean? It's like you're just having him dust everything. It's like, well, he's supposed to be there like for 8-9 hours, whatever, right? Gotta make him do something. It's like, yeah, have him in the security room watching the security. That's his job. Like, that's the job he's getting assigned to. Kind of just makes sense for him to do that thing. Why are you making him clean as well? Then I think he like didn't end up doing it. He just kind of slacked off and fell asleep or whatever. Sorry, I'm getting distracted a little bit. Looking through this Eevee's person discography. You put out a lot of music. Or they put out a lot of music. I don't know, the profile is a girl, so I assume. You know what assuming does, make an ass out of you and me. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna finish this up and then call it there. I was telling chat off camera or off recording, waiting for the ads to be over, that I think I said it on recording too. Not feeling the best right now. Like, I feel fine. Just my throat kind of feels fucked up a little bit. Like I got a sore throat, but it's not really all that sore. I can tell you this, the Monster I'm drinking does not help. I'm also just kind of tired. So it could be allergies, but I don't really know. So rather just call it an early night, go to sleep, and hopefully wake up good tomorrow. Because I do have plans. Wait, my brother invited me out to go play some Magic the Gathering. Haven't played that game in years with some of his buddies. Oh, thank you, game. Apparently I got magnet abilities there. But yeah, so I kind of want to be prepared for that. Have a good time. It would suck to have to cancel, feeling sick or whatever. If I do feel sick, I will cancel, of course, but I don't think it is. I think maybe I just need to catch up on some sleep. I think my body's finally catching up to me after these long weeks of my sleep schedule being messed up. Oh my gosh. Me and the night shift beat RV there yet. What a weird ending to that game. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, but it is weird. At this point, many people have probably beaten it. It's probably out there, but what a crazy ass ending to that game. It was a good game. I really enjoyed it. Oh, so close. Look at that. Okay. Kind of want to be a little bit picky about my song choice for a second. Sorry, Mr. BB No Money. I love your music, but I kind of want to listen to this. Yeah, plenty of stairs. Oh, dude, perfect. Perfect. Apparently I didn't need that much either. That was a short song. How long was this? It's a minute and a half? What's the longest song on this record? Looks like... this one. I really like this tune with a Chewy record he put out, or they put out. Because it was with the thumbnail art. Don't I have the wood here? Fuck. Cheating. Okay. It's a birchwood, but it's more of a Midwest emo kind of aesthetic kind of song. I really enjoy it. Mist. Woo! Right? Yes. Jesus Christ. Right. Oh god. Slowly falling down the stairs. Yeah, it looks a bit better. Yeah, perfect. And now it's raining. Actually, I think it's a thunderstorm. Waiting for the thunder to hit. I'm like 90% sure these clouds mean thunderstorm. Or this darkness. Could be wrong. Also, to blow your guys' mind for a second, I'm not going to do this. I'm probably going to wrap it up here in a minute. I actually streamed for almost my allotted time and typically do it. I'm just tired, so I'm going to go to bed early. My world does have clouds. And anybody who uses sodium extras, apparently also, I might have mentioned this last time. Oh, it is a thunderstorm. Knew it. Lightning. Thunderstorm, yeah. But apparently if you use sodium extras, there's just a thing with it where it messes up. Well, it's hitting the water, so I guess that's good. It apparently messes it up, so. Interesting fact. But I will probably be working on that next time. This actually did more or less envision. Ooh, going down like that? That's really cool. Okay, yeah, it did turn out better than I thought it would turn out. Because I started having second guesses, but that looks awesome. And it will start having support, so it won't look like it's just floating there. Once I build up the middle pillar. But until then, I'll say that for next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, everything in that good nature. And I will see you guys later.
No problem.